does his due diligence, and they go in and execute. They don't react. Every one of you needs to find out where these resources are coming so you can walk the person and the prospect through on the phone exactly how you got their information. That's step one, is knowing not just what it is, but where it came from. All right? You also need to understand that these people are requesting this. They've gone through a confirmation process. That means multiple times they filled out information. They crossed their T's, they dot their I's. So when you can walk them through the physical things they did to get this information, you now have connected the dots in their head. You don't have to close them on the phone. You just need to get them excited. All right? So that's more of the history of where the lead's coming from. Now, this lead, guys, we broke it down to almost be a 3-part process. Now, Dan, you guys aren't rolling out the family information guide, correct?
Yeah. No.
We're not using that?
No.
All right, perfect. So in the will kit, guys, you guys got to understand that you got to break it down to 2 main sections. The will kit's going to provide an organizing tool of everything your family's going to need before a funeral and everything they're going to need after a funeral. It tells them in there, and Neil, correct me if I'm wrong, there's details in every part of this that says what they want done for a funeral. Right? They fill that out?
Right. There's a section in the will that talks about the special directives that includes funeral stuff.
Perfect. So what you guys got to do is understand that you're going to literally build the value and go, this section here is what your family's going to read before the funeral, before they settle your estate. All right? The will kit itself is going to organize everything that's going to be utilized after they settle your estate. Then if you qualify, we're going to bridge the gap with our union-backed prearranged funeral benefit that's been helping our members for 70 years. First, I'm going to play a quick video. Boom. That's your opening. All right, guys? It's that simple. People that are looking to set up a will are also very interested in taking care of their funeral and prearranging that. What you have to make sure you do is you got to simplify it. Now, I always speak with high energy because that's just how God made me. But what you guys got to understand is when I talk to the retirees and the will kit leads, I pump the brakes. You ever listen to an audiobook on like 0.5, 0.75? That's what I have to do to my brain when I call will kits. So if you think and talk fast like I do, you got to slow it down. You're transferring energy. The market that you're calling with the will kit leads is going to be primarily between age 50 and age 75. How would you call your grandparents to tell them where you're doing Christmas Eve? Would you call them and go, hey, Grandpa Neil, what's going on? You'd be like, hey, Grandpa, this is Nick. I'm just giving you a call because Mom wanted me to tell you that this year we're doing Christmas at our house. You want to speak to them slow. See, why say blah, blah, blah when you can just say blah? So use less words. Because when you have a long-winded explanation, my opinion, what are you trying to hide? So use less words. So you got to keep it very simple to retirees, guys. You got to let them know, hey, Neil, this is Nick Moore. I'm calling because you recently went online. You must have been thinking about your family because you ordered our information on how to set up your will kit for free. You remember doing that? All right, Neil, well, I need you to grab a pen quick because you're going to need a confirmation number in order to receive this. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
All right, Neil. My name is Nick Moore. I'm your licensed representative through the state of Connecticut. All right. My confirmation number is GJ764. I'm going to be walking you through the will kit, which ours is very unique because it's designed to organize everything your family needs before and after the funeral process. The best part is if you qualify, we walk you through the union-backed prearranged funeral. We just give you the information and go on and help out our next member. What I'm going to do, since I'm helping out other retired families just like you in your area in Columbus on Tuesday, I can throw you down for my 10:30 a.m. or does my 12:45 work better for you? Which one do you prefer?
I like the one.
So the 12:30 works great then?
Yeah, that works good.
All right, beautiful. So Neil, if it's okay with you, I'm going to give you the quick version because I got a lot of families to take care of. Is that going to be okay? Because there's a lot of families requesting this information to help their children as well. That's going to be okay for you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, beautiful. If you're drowning and I throw you a life jacket, you gonna grab it? Guys, I've only asked questions that people say yes to. It's sales 101. So I want, hey, if I give you the quick version, if I take good care of your family, are you okay with that? I love what I do and it's helping people. Are you okay with that? You want to ask them these questions, they're gonna say yes, yes, yes to. Now, I'm not even gonna get into any details. I'm just gonna go, hey Neil, I'm helping out other people, I'm your licensed expert. My job is to ensure there's no mistakes, errors, and to answer any of the questions, because I'm sure you have some, and my job is to answer those when I bring your will kit out to you tomorrow. So you guys gotta keep track of any consistent objections you get and figure out a way to proactively eliminate those objections, right? So that you don't have to attack them. So you should get better every time you pick up the phone. I don't care what lead you call. Every one of us has consistencies. You need to figure out how to eliminate objections before they arise. That's how you make your life easier. If this isn't getting easier, it's because you're not growing. These expectations never change. They never get harder. Pick up referrals, get them in your schedule, protect people. That freaking simple. If it's not getting easier for you, you're not growing. Level up. The expectations never get harder. This should get easier as you get better. So if you're not getting better, what does that mean? This isn't getting easier. You want it to get easier? Get better. There's your secret sauce. Alright? So what I want you guys to understand though, with this lead particularly, it's your approach. You guys love to get out and pound it, right? You pound the pavement, you get out and do your drop-bys for an hour before the field. I love your culture. This is the best lead to do that with. Figure out where you have a majority of your will kits, and that's where you drive to. Don't drive to the hood and start your door knocking. Drive to the nicer area in your lead pack and do your door knocking. You want to get into better networks? Knock on better doors. I know I get really overwhelming with my advice. Dan, I hope I'm saying the right things here, brother.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So, you guys are now getting out there, and when you're calling them, and today you're going to be calling them, step one is practice this phone script before you use it. All right? You got to say it out loud, but record yourself saying it. And how it makes you feel, the recording is how you're making other people feel. So you guys got to speak a little bit slower and really walk them and talk them through it. The more relaxed you are, the more relaxed they are. This demographic gets solicited every day. People pound stuff at retarderies. How do you sound different from the competitors we have in this industry? Well, I know if you call me to sell me something, you're referring me to as Nicholas Moore. Call me Mr. Nick, and now you're not a telemarketer. All right? Hey, Miss Debbie, this is Nick Moore. How you doing today? I'm just calling, boom, boom, boom. As soon as you give them a chance to talk, you lost control of the phone. All right? Do not give up that control. Your job is to take them to the bottom of the phone script where you close. Do not give up that control. So if they have questions, that's an amazing question, Neil. That's exactly why they had me delivered in person, so I can answer that when I come over tomorrow. So does my 10 a.m. or my 12:45 work better? Guys, I'm going to give you other ways to eliminate these objections, but right now, you're about to be calling them for the first time. If you're confident and excited, they will be too. If you're not, they won't be. Congratulations. It's transferring enthusiasm. I don't know about you guys, but I love helping out retirees. No one did that for my parents, my grandparents. I watched my mom and my two uncles cry writing out the obituary for my grandpa while he was alive and doing all that stuff. Let's save that other family from doing that when you pick up that phone. You're calling your grandparents. If you could call your grandparents in an outer body experience, how well would you take care of your grandparents? That's how you got to pick up that phone, guys. That you care from your heart. If they know you care, they're not going to feel sold. Commission breath smells right through the phone, guys. Understand that.
Commission breath.
All right? So slow down, walk them through it, and do not give them options. People are sheeple. We need to be led. You need to tell them when you're bringing it out there, not ask them if you can bring it out there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You guys are smart as hell, so I know you're picking it up. Dan, is there anything else you want me to hit? Because you guys aren't running them in the field until you get these set. I'm doing a development class tomorrow where we're going to be talking about presenting to these. So I can always, you guys can jump on and listen to it as you're hitting the field, presenting to them. But before I move on to a quick 5-minute part of the presentation, do you guys have any questions on the phones or how to approach them or where they come from? Because I got 11 more minutes for you.
What was that website again?
It's thefreewillkit.com. So since you guys haven't used them yet, I understand it's a little difficult to come up with pointed questions. Here's one you're gonna get is so sometimes they'll order one kit. So to find out if it's gonna be a one leg or not, what I always like to say is, so hey Dan, are you married or significant other? Because I noticed you only ordered one kit, and I want to make sure I can brag about you to your spouse of how responsible you are. Should I be prepared with 2 will kits? And by me throwing that out there, Dan can go, actually, yeah, my wife's here, blah, blah, blah. Well, all right, Dan, is she retired too, or is she still working? Oh, she's retired. Well, perfect. So 12 will work good for both of you then. And I'm going to come prepared with 2 kits. So whoever goes first, we have one we can update. And I like to use words like empower and give information. Like, I'm going to empower you, Dan, with this will kit so you can protect your kids. People love that word. Don't we all want to feel empowered? We're power hungry people nowadays. I'm empowering you, Dan, with that will kit you had to organize everything important, and any additional questions, you're going to have an expert at your disposal, and one that loves what he does, man. So write down any questions you and the missus come up with, because I love what I do, and I'm working for you tomorrow at 12:30. All right. I'm trying to think of any other major questions. One is, you can hear, well, I thought you had to mail it. All right. You guys want to be prepared for the curveball, not just the fastball. So I'm being real with y'all. I hope you respect this. So if a client says to you, well, I thought you were just going to mail it out. Well, honestly, Dan, that would make my life a heck of a lot easier. But that's why people have to pay lawyers for this service. What we do is we're going to deliver you the will kit. And believe it or not, it's at no cost. All you do is we teach you how to fill it out correctly and earn your respect. So if you need help with your funeral, you think of us over every other option you have. Can you get more straight up than that, guys? Mm-mm. We're going to earn your respect. So if you need help with your funeral, if that's another thing you haven't gotten around to, I'm at your disposal that day. That's an OG Mark Zipper line. I don't know if, you know, Danny, I know it's heard that, but he literally goes, listen, we earn your respect, and if you need our help, you think of us. All right. I'm trying to think other major rebuttals or objections. Really, the biggest thing is, guys, it says the time, date, and stamp on it of when they filled it out. So I always like to try to call them around that time, right? Because typically if they're on the computer at that time, they're alert and awake, you know? So sometimes with will kits, guys, you're going to get to that point at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. I wouldn't blindly call through my will kits unless they filled it out later in the evening. Because if you called my grandpa at 8 p.m., that's 2 innings into the Yankee game, he's already deep into his sleep. He was asleep by the second inning, guys, guaranteed. These people don't eat dinner, they eat supper. So late for you guys is early, you know what I mean? Like, they're late, it's like 6 p.m. This is designed, and guys, don't set your will kits for your prime time spots. These people are available during the day. Prime time is for working people that have jobs. Disemployed David over there, disabled David, he's okay to sit down at 2 o'clock. Don't set him at 7 p.m. because you need to fill your 7 p.m. That's when you get hold of quality people. You guys got to set yourself up for success. We design plays in basketball to shoot layups, not half-court jump shots. Set yourself up with layups, guys. Make sense?
Yeah.
Any other questions? You guys got 5 more minutes from me. If not, I'm going to jump into the press. So The biggest thing, and I mean, I don't need to teach you guys how to close. In fact, I'm probably going to reciprocate and have one of Danny's boys spit some part of my squad. But, guys, when it comes to gathering referrals, first off, you're not thinking of your crackhead son when you're ordering will kits for your children. You're thinking of your responsible people. You're going to get in quality people with your referrals when you do this correctly. So what you're going to do is before you walk them through the survey, after you explain the will kit, you're going to go, okay, so Neil, before I walk you through the funeral program, what we do is because you were so responsible and requested a will kit during our open enrollment period, how many years have you and the wife had a conversation of doing this, but have never made or found the time to get it done? Is that
5-6 years? Yeah.
So for 25, 30 years since you had your kids, you've been talking about it. And you spent more time talking about it than it took us today to actually do it. Would you agree?
Yes.
So here's the best part about it. Because you did take advantage of this, our company, it's cheaper for you to advertise for us than us to, right? So what we allow you to do is to order 5 will kits for people that you love as much as you love your wife and yourself. Now, most people, they want to start with their children first because really you're doing that for your grandkids. So we're going to start with your oldest child first. Now, if I find out Neil has 7 kids, he gets 9 invitations. If I find out he has 4 kids, he gets 6 invitations. I want to give him 2 more than how many children he has, so I can give 2 to his siblings. 1 from each side of his family, then they can give me the rest. But I should know how many kids Neil has, right? If I do what correctly? Build that connection. So if I know Neil has 4 kids, he gets 6 invitations. If I know he has 3 kids, he gets 5. Because I'm going to go, well, obviously, Neil, we're going to take care of your 3 children first, unless one of them you don't feel like is mature, responsible enough to set up a will yet. Oh, yeah, you don't want to see my one son. I don't want to put you down that rabbit hole. All right, well, you know what? Who do you love like a son? See how I use powerful, empathetic words like love. I want people emotionally ordering will kits for people, not just for the tangible benefit, but who they love and want to protect, because he'll sell it that much harder when I have him call him during the act. Guys, these are the easiest referrals you'll ever get in your life. They're the easiest referrals to get called in the house. Because I can say, hey, Neil, you see my impact here? I have a lot of families to take care of. Do you want your kids at the bottom or the top of this list?
Top.
You want them at the top? Well, here's how we can guarantee they're at the top. Don't call your favorite one, because I know you love them all equal. Call the oldest one first, and we'll just work our way down from there. And tell them right now I have a few flexibility spots later on. Actually, I might even have